How come this don't work on my Xbox? Now look at it. Ain't nothing going on, man, on my Xbox. 6 days and the system don't even work. Now my controller's broken on my Xbox.
There's some bad shit in there.
Yo, this hurt my feelings. Just look at my controller. It ain't working, man. It ain't working. I'm hitting the A button and everything. Everybody. Everybody.
Light still on? I'm just playing with you.
What you're gonna get? You're not getting that, you know?
He's a Sony pony. Looking at handhelds, you know you can't buy. He's a Sony pony. Look at Xbox, you know he don't like. I said he's a Sony pony. Looking at handhelds, you know you can't buy. He is a Sony pony. Puerto Roach, I'm gonna catch you outside.
Interesting. Extreme, what's going on, my brother?
Interesting. Oh man, we got these dudes out here comparing handhelds, man. Is either you guys gonna buy one? Like, what are y'all doing, man? It's either you're gonna buy one, enjoy games on it, or you're gonna do this 5-hour little podcast you got going on here, Puerto Roach. I mean, come on, man. You know, I think we all knew he was a Sony pony. Looking at Xbox handhelds, he won't buy. He's a Sony pony. Like, this is crazy, bro. I mean, you got me making tracks on these dudes now at this point.
People, I watched the.
That's not gonna be Sony either.
Yeah, well, Sony can still do it.
Woo!
And the reason why is because they're still concerned about the marketplace.
There we go, man. They still talking about marketplaces, man. At the end of the day, gaming is going all PC. Your console ain't gonna be nothing but a dummy terminal and a set-top box to where you buy games, but yet ain't none of you own them. Like, why are we even looking at this, man? You guys talk more about Xbox than you do PlayStation, and what's even more funny, you guys have no interest in buying this. You know, you say it's expensive, but yet you guys went out there and single-handedly paid $700 to $800 on the PS5 Pro with no stand, and y'all want to sit there and complain about something that's expensive? I mean, come on, man. To me, it's mostly the hypocrisy, but that's what a lot of these Sony ponies... I play on Sony only, cause I'm a Sony pony. Looking at Xbox handhelds, I won't buy. I am a Sony pony. I talk about Xbox even though I don't like. I told you I'm a Sony pony. Puerto Roach, I'm gonna catch you outside.
Gran Turismo won't bomb, especially now they don't even have a motorsport racer anymore.
Do well, yeah.
I mean, just look at these fools, bro. You know, I thought you was done with Sony, man. Look at this, Mr. Like Myself. You're looking kind of wide there, bro. Out here looking like a linebacker. You know, I mean, let's be honest, guys. Does it really matter? Your games you don't own, you still believe in the concept of physical media, and you're still doing these 5-hour debates, man. You know, like, this is crazy, bro. How do you guys have more time to talk about video games than let alone playing them? No wonder you guys can't get through any games. Maybe you guys are just getting too old and you know why you're doing it. Maybe because you don't have the same excitement for the gaming community anymore. But, man, y'all got to stop this crap, man. Death Stranding 2 failed because y'all people wouldn't talk about it.
What if PlayStation put this live service game on Xbox to give Xbox gamers a taste of what it's like on PlayStation, so when they don't have...
Bro, even Puerto Rico is like, what is this dude talking about, man? Like myself, like, that is not what it's about. Look at his face. That is not what's going on here. Look at his facial expression.
For hardware to buy.
Hey, yo. This man, look at that. He got the one eyebrow up. Oh, he hit it with the people's eyebrow. Look at that. The last person I seen do that was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yo, look at. He's like, what are you saying, bro? Now you see why I deleted Discord, bro. These are the type of weirdos that try to message you by using his app, man. I'm sorry, man. Me getting rid of Discord was the best thing that has ever happened in my life, bro. Look at it.
Xbox.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Xbox gamers a taste of what it's like on PlayStation, so when they don't
the
have...
taste? What taste is that? You know, like, bro, are you serious, bro? The taste? Like, what taste are you talking about, man?
So hardware to buy, and they say, well,
they're like, yo, what is this man? What is he talking about, bro? Where does this dude find these people, man? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, yo, you can see like myself's eyebrow go all the way up, bro. Like, huh? Like, like, what are you saying, bro?
you know what? I mean, PlayStation, Helldivers was cool. Let's see what else is over there. You know what I mean? Because a console gamer...
Yo, you see the way he went down with his head like, are you serious, bro? You are more delusional than me, my brother. Hey, yo, man, where he find these people, bro? Look at that. Puerto Rico's like, yo, he trying to find a way to kick him out of this, bro. He's like, yo, where that button at?
generally speaking, is not going to want to buy or build a PC.
Yo, somebody just left the chat, bro. Every time somebody's talking nonsense, but they just decide to leave the room and like, yo, I don't want to be a part of this, bro. Hey, yo, man, these fools on Discord, they something else, man. They're like, yo, let me get up out of here, bro. This man out here embarrassing my great name being a part of this trash.
And that seems to be the route they're going is license.
Yo, look at his face like, are you serious, bruh? I know I like myself, but are you serious?
Look
at this.
PCs with an Xbox sticker on it.
Yo, they ain't even hearing, dude. Bro, they ain't even listening to you, man. You out here talking to nobody, bro. They completely just voiced this dude's name, like his whole dialogue out, bro. They ain't even listening to you.
If that scenario plays out that way, then maybe PlayStation is just kind of seeding the audience over there and saying, hey, look what we got over here. Because if
like,
Xbox...
you really believe that, man? With how delusional these ponies are, bro. I think they're not that dumb. Hey, yo, man, looking like my...
no longer producing consoles, it doesn't matter anyway. It's a moot point.
Yo.
So maybe that's what they're thinking, and
Yo,
I'm just speculating here. I'm just
this man out of here,
trying to figure out like what's the point. Like, I could see it if the Series X was selling gangbusters, doing well.
Hey, Puerto Roach, when are you gonna tell this man to stop talking?
They had 40% of the market, and there was guaranteed a new console. None of this licensed
Yo,
PC stuff.
they ain't nothing going on, man. I'm so good with people, bro. I can read their facial expression and everything, man. You can tell they just want this dude to be quiet. They don't even want to hear this dude, man. You out here embarrassing his 60 years old and No Games podcast. What are you doing, man?
And then, they're coming out with a new console. Then I would be like, all right,
who is this guy?
Why is PlayStation doing this? They
You see the way he did? He's like, bro, man, when is this dude gonna stop talking?
Still have a competitor, but if Xbox is, trying to work their way out of the console business, as all indicators are pointing to, then maybe that's what they're...
This man's tapping on his microphone. Hey, yo, you see this? Hey, yo, everybody be like, why you be watching the Puerto Roach? Yo, it's hilarious, bro. Like, I mean, you see, like, ding, ding. Anything going on in that brain of yours, buddy? Or that microphone? Look at that.
They still have a competitor. But if Xbox is, trying to work their way out of the console business, as all indicators are pointing to.
Look at that. Bro, look at that. He out here disrespecting you, man. Look at that. Doop, doop.
And maybe that's what they're trying to do, is kind of entice.
You see, he could tell he was trying to say something, but he's like, man, I ain't trying to interrupt this dude.
Similar to, the PC market. Similar to the PC market.
Yo, he's trying to say something. He ain't letting him talk.
And that they throw one out.
He's still talking. Hey, yo, where they find this dude?
Then try and reel people into the platform. Because...
He went back to see, can anybody... Yo, I can't, bro. Yo, look at that.
Possibility next gen, they won't have a console.
The point is money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the point is money, but
here we go.
I mean,
That's
the roots of all evil. It's the roots of all evil.
They know. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rock, I didn't think he was that bad. You see, even you as a fanboy can make sense. We all know it's for the money. Like, this dude's out here talking about consoles, bro. They even know that whatever this man is talking about, bro, the fact that I gotta agree with Puerto and Mr. Like Myself shows you that whoever this guy is, I really don't know who he is. Don't make no sense, bro.
The love of money.
It's always about
it's
money.
just money. I feel like people try. There's nothing smart or creative or tactician about this. It's just money. The Toki doesn't
It's that simple. It really is, bro. Even the fanboys are starting to realize.
care. He doesn't weigh the brand versus the money that they could get. He doesn't look at the future of the consoles versus what can happen next. They're not doing this to entice potential Xbox customers to leave that platform and eventually come
Yeah,
to
because that would be the whole purpose of the exclusive. That is the whole enticement. How do you entice somebody to go to another platform by giving your games to them?
PlayStation. They already had enough. No, it's just money. It's just short-sighted money.
And what's crazy is the fact that Microsoft and Nintendo, everybody, they're making all-time highs in money, and they just want to make more and more and more. That's all it's ever been about. I mean, anybody when they sit there and say, "Oh, why Microsoft putting games on money?" I mean, did you hear the guy from PlayStation? Oh, every time we put games on PC, it's like free money. Like, what do you guys don't understand? You people fighting over these plastic boxes, thinking that these companies actually give a damn about you. That is the laughable part of it.
You know how you've seen those stories of whether it's a small business or a large business, whether it's at a mom and pop shop or like a BlackBerry or an IBM or, a freaking Compaq or whatever, and there's just an executive that comes in and you've forgotten. You can put all of the Uncharted's in there, all the Last of Us in
like they did in the beginning of the PS5.
Oh, PlayStation 5, exactly.
They had like that 20 game for free.
Yeah, that 20, 30 game, easy.
The PS,
make it like $60 for the year, and then you just get it, and then that'll have all of your first-party titles that you've been missing out on since you were on Xbox. That would be the incentive. That's how you.
They know. Like I said, man, there ain't really nothing to be said. Games still with another W. I told you guys that this will be the direction of video gaming. The next thing is PC gaming. Like I said, we still got some time to go, but this is like for the foreseeable future. PCs will be an open platform with restricted applications. That is what's going to impact the PC market. So the PC gamers talking about, oh, I'm safe. Yeah, you're safe for right now. But when that time does come, when there's really no other consoles besides a PC platform, companies are going to restrict their games to their service. I'm telling you. I already see the writing on the wall. You're like, Gabe, so how do you know? You can see it by of what they're doing. I mean, you got EA Play, and people's like, yeah, well, they're working with Sony and Microsoft, but you're not understanding. They're only working with them so they can bank off the success of it. So if people fall in love with Xbox Game Pass and those EA games, they decide to get away from Xbox with that or PlayStation, those are going to be the potential customers that are going to lock themselves to that ecosystem. That is what's going on here. I told you guys, console wars don't exist. We are in a live service and subscription war. That is what's going on here. Not consoles, not even games. I mean, games is a part of it, but I'm saying the games pushed through the subscription is what these companies are doing.
There is nothing about this that is about a 4D chess move. It's just money. And yes, the cost of that is that the PlayStation brand diminishes for short-term profit. And if PlayStation...
I don't know. I can't say it's short-term profit because if anything, PlayStation is going to even make more profits.
The PlayStation fans could just admit that this is what it is, then maybe we could do something about it.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Like myself. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear. The funny thing is, I will say one thing. At least these fanboys, at least they're being honest about it. You got people still fighting it and all this, but at least they're being upfront. They're telling you this is how it is. This is exactly what's going on here. This dude's coming out. Oh, they doing some chess strategy. They just trying to lure the king out and slay the queen, get the bishop, bro, get the horsey. They playing, the piece. The PlayStation's playing chess. They're the horse piece. They trying to do that to get over the pawn so they can get the queen and then later to get the king. Bro, that's not what's going on here.
Maybe people would make enough of a fuss online about it. But the conversation thread is brought forward so that these executives have to come to us and tell us what is what, rather than lie to us and say, oh, well, we have a very thoughtful strategy about how we port each other platforms. No. But instead, what Like, I don't
Oh, I think
understand.
I had
It's like we were so,
I had no doubt because they were already spiraling.
exactly. Well, we were so like, oh, like it was like, yeah, what Xbox was doing, they were like, yeah, well, clearly this is what's happening. But when it's us, why are we pretending?
Well, because
this is like seeing.
I think the reason why is because PlayStation has been smarter up to now.
Oh man, what?
They were smarter before Totoki. This is like seeing
Yeah, that's
your
true.
girlfriend's best friend cheat on her guy.
They don't want to admit it, man. You know, there's still this just goes to show you that there's still PlayStation fanboys that still believe this nonsense. You can tell that Porter Roach and like myself, they literally know what's happening. That's why they just said, "Oh, the console war's over, it's done," because they know. It's that simple. You know what I mean? You people act like you got to be in the rooms and all that. No, you could see by the direction of how they're going about putting their games elsewhere, including on Xbox. Same thing with Microsoft. It's the same strategy. Both of these companies want to make money. Oh, but one has a different insignia than the other. But if one sees that the other company's making more money by doing this, what do you think the other company's going to do next? You think they really care about the consumers?
But you see text, and you're like, yep, she's cheating on him. And nobody has
set up proper. So whatever they do, I'll just
yeah,
call
but
it.
it still hurts you. It still hurts you, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, don't.
It hurts. You hear that, PlayStation fans? It hurts us. You know, I feel hurt. Just like I couldn't play my Xbox for 6 days and the community turned against me. You know, they told me I was lying. They said I did MBG. I'm no different than Dwayne Cash. That's what they said about me. That hurt my feelings, you know. It made me not want to be a part of my platform no more. Bro.
Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say it doesn't piss me off, because if they do tank the brand like, you know, what this toe dip could be, then yeah, I'm going to be pissed off at them. Because
there's no reason to be pissed off. I would be aggravated if the games weren't coming out. You guys are not focusing what's important. None of the things that you're complaining about is what's hurting the gaming industry. What's hurting the gaming industry is people playing free-to-plays and people not buying enough games. High budgets. These are things that are single-handedly destroying our gaming community. And the fanboys do play a part in it. But hey, this is the problem. I don't care where these games go. As long as these games exist, then I'm all happy for it. I don't care.
Because PlayStation has been my main platform since the very first one. You know, and it's been my main platform all the way through. Even when in the PS3 era, I was what I would call like kind of a what? Because I didn't.
Bro, you see his eyes, bro. Look, look at Porter Rock's eyes while he's talking.
I didn't even have a 360. I just weathered the inferior port on the PS3 because
look at that. When he said inferior port, he put his eyes to the side like, oh man, don't be putting PS3's business out there like that.
I didn't care for Microsoft after having a PC for all those years. I'm like, I'm not buying another Microsoft product. So, and then the Red Ring of Death was sealed the deal. So I never even had a 360. So yeah, I've been with
imagine not having a 360, one of the best consoles that generation. Crazy.
PlayStation from one all the way up to 5.
Man, you got this man dropping water, bruh.
And yeah, if they tank the brand and do all this, all this stupid stuff, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I've also said for longer than I can remember that I'm a gaming mercenary. Sega was my main until PlayStation kicked him in the ass. Then PlayStation's been my main. And
you know what? You know what's my main? This. That. I have no main. Switch. Okay? Well, that's not really my main. I'm just saying as an example. I'm the main man. I don't get this. What do you mean main? This is so stupid.
Ever since I built my PC, the last time I turned on my PlayStation was Astrobot. So I mean, I'm not saying that to dunk on my PlayStation because I still love it, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
They hurt.
If they swallow a stupid pill and go a dumb route, if they still make games, I will still buy their games, but I will buy them on PC. If they make a compelling enough offer on the PS6 something that, you know, I won't be able to experience.
Wow, you see that? I told you, the PS5 fanboys, they're in shambles, man. You know, so when you guys sit there and say that you won the console war, you lost the console war to someone that didn't even compete in it. Imagine being a PC winning the console war. Hey, yo, how you a PC and you win the console? All this fighting y'all did for nothing, and y'all didn't even lose to another console. You just lost to PC. They just showed you that they the ultimate platform. They came in with the mallet, threw that. Man, yo, that's crazy. The judge, the jury, and now the executioner. There goes your pathetic little console war all over.
PC, then yeah, I'll get a PS6. But if they don't, then PS5 will be my last console. But all that to say, it would be a shame to see them throw it all away.
They throwing it all away.
I'm about that.
They throwing it all away.
You know, gaming mercenary, man. Wherever the wind blows best, that's where I go.
You know what? I'm the wind. I don't know about you. I'm the wind. If the wind blows me to Xbox, I play Xbox. If the wind blows me to PlayStation, I play PlayStation. If the wind blows me to a retro console, I play. What do you mean? I'm the wind. What do you mean? I'm the wind. I choose where I want to go. The console ain't the wind. I'm the wind. When I want to play on something, I control what I want to go on. Man, you dudes are some weirdos, bro.
I have no loyalty to these fools.
Oh, really? You have no loyalty to these fools, but you said I left Sega from that to play. I went from PlayStation to this to that. Then I went from PlayStation to PC. This is what you're saying. You say I don't have no loyalty. Well, clearly you don't, because you don't stick to the same platform, because you feel uncomfortable because of how something looks. That's how you feel.
And I mean, that's just the way it is. It would suck, but I mean, you know, they don't even know my name, so I don't need loyalty.
Let me do some super chats. We got Gordo.
I don't care about all that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, man, these PlayStation fanboys, they're in their feelings. The stables are on fire. They don't know what to say. A lot of them don't even want a PlayStation 6 now at this point. They just saying they might as well just doing Microsoft and just, at this point, they ain't on PC then. So it's so funny how the PC gamer that hasn't even, how does a PC win a console war when it ain't even a console? That's what makes it funny. You know what I mean? But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, man, you know, my Xbox is dead.